Rise of the Godslayer, we're taking the players east to the land of Kitai. And Kitai, much like the other regions of the world that Howard imagined in his literature, is a retelling of our own ancient world. So whereas Cimmeria was the Celtic north of Europe, and Aquilonia is kind of Roman Greco-inspired, Kitai is the Orient, it's the Far East. And what you're seeing here is some footage from the first playfield that players will have access to in Kitai, called the Gateway to Kitai. This is for players between levels 20 and 40, so it'll be their first experience of Kitai after they leave Tortage Island. And where better to start a player on an adventure in the East than under the shadow of the Great Wall itself. It existed in our ancient world and it exists in the world of the Conan universe. Because what we wanted to get with the expansion was give the player a real sense of exploration. Kitai is a very foreign and alien land to people from Conan's kingdom. It hasn't really been explored before, and the player will really be on an adventure to explore the strange new world. The player actually starts somewhere way off in the distance down there, where when the wall is only kind of a speck on the horizon. And that's because we've taken a different approach to how we've built the playfield regions for Rise of the Godslayer. We wanted the player to have a more coherent feeling of exploration and discovery as they go through the 5 vast playfield regions that we've built for the expansion. So what you'll find is that the playfields have much more explorable game space than before. There's many less linear caverns and valleys, and the player will actually have more rolling plains and more great open plains to explore, but with these fantastic landmarks off in the distance, like the Great Wall and many other temples and locations that you'll see through the other playfields, that allows the player to navigate and know the sense of where they are in the world. Because unlike in the original game, where travel NPCs allowed you to jump from continent to continent, in Kitai, while we're still using our zoning technology, everything is stitched together in a way that when a player crosses a zone line, they'll actually be able to turn behind them, look behind and see where they've just been, and they'll be able to see where they're going. For example, when a player is on the Great Wall here, they'll actually be able to have a view over 2 playfields, the one they've just come from, the Gateway, and the one beyond.